Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with Bitcoin number 1, followed by Ethereum, BNB, Solana, XRP, Toncoin, and then we'll end it with Dogecoin at number 10. Let's get straight into it. So, okay, before we get into Bitcoin, there is a drop in altcoins and Bitcoin in particular, but we've kind of already recovered some. But the point is, a lot of coins are down double digit, right? Even Bitcoin was down double digit at a point, but it has already recovered a little bit. But anyway, I don't think this conflict is going to drag on too much longer. The Israel-Iran conflict, the reason why I said that was because when Iran said that it wanted to retaliate against what happened at the embassy in Lebanon, for some reason, right, it was announced for a window of 24 to 48 hours that a retaliatory attack is going to happen. And I kid you not, the countries, right, between Iran and Israel, okay, this is something which I actually got from, if you have not read this book yet, right, Unknown Market Wizards, right, it's by Jack Schwager, right, and you can, the best traders you've never heard of, and how they find information and get an edge before making a decision, right? So anyway, going back to over here, okay, Flight Radar 24 is an live air traffic of all the planes in the world, commercial airlines, right? And again, let's go to the Middle East. Okay, so this is where Iran is, right? This is where Israel is, right? And when the announcement was made that for the 24 and 48 hour window that they're going to retaliate, they actually did retaliate. There were like hundreds of rockets being sent across. There were, I don't know how many hundreds of suicide drones as well being sent across. Right? You can read this from the news, right? You don't need to, you can always verify what I'm saying. And there was quite a lot of rockets and, attack, right? I would say from Iran. Is in response to what happened in Lebanon. And to be honest, right, I feel like this is it. I don't think it's going to escalate any further. Two reasons why. First reason is because Israel got what they want, and Iran, the leaders of Iran also managed to save face, right? They managed to kind of puff off their chest, saying that we are not someone to be messed with, and they, sent a barrage of rockets in, and Israel responded pretty good, I would say, and nobody died. So I feel like both sides kind of got what they need or want, and that's it. I think that's it. Sure, somewhere down the line, there could be another spark of something else, but for this particular response from Iran, right, to Israel, I think this is it, right? I think there's like one person who died. Is it a zero? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think many people died because of this. And that was reason number one. Reason number two is because you can see from Flight Radar, right, all the Emirates flights and all the Qatar flights were running through here, you see. They were all running through here. And no one was running past Iraq, or even Jordan or Syria. No one was running through here, right? This was like, you can see that it's just devoid of any commercial movements, right? And so they were going through Saudi and Egypt to go to Europe. So and now you can see the Middle Eastern airlines, right, like Qatar. I think I saw it this morning. Bro. Okay, I have to click this. Right, UAE. See, Emirates is already flying through here. Flying through Iraq, right? It's going past the line, right? If Israel were to retaliate, Israel will make an announcement as well, and you will see this being empty, you see. But it's not. Commercial flights have already resumed, and you can see this as proof that Emirates is flying through. You can also see, I think Qatar Airways is also flying through. They're going to London through Iraq, between Iran and Israel. So for these two reasons, right, I think this is it. I don't think there will be, this will lead into, you know, World War III. I don't think so. It could, but I don't think so, right? There's a lot of negativity, a lot of hype, not say sensationalism. Correct, that's the word. There's a lot of sensationalism. You can see it in news media, you can see it on Twitter. But I think this is it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not a military general or something. But my point is, I think this is it. I think this is it. So because of that, I think Bitcoin will eventually resume the move towards the upside. Okay, the reason why I would also say that Bitcoin would eventually resume towards its upside is because if you look at the monthly candlesticks, right? Let's just turn off everything. If you look at the monthly candlesticks, we are still within the boundaries of March, right? But at what point will we consider that things could be switching bearish, right? It's when things are, when there's an engulfing, right? For example, when we close below March's low here, the open of March. If we close below it, we have about 15 days to go. Today's the 15th of April. Then yes, I will consider this as potentially a reversal. Potentially, right? No guarantees, but potentially. Over here, we got an evening star, right? BTC over here, way back in 2021, right? In May 2021, we got an evening star, and so this was the close to the end of the run, right? The top over here was like 65,000. We rose just a little bit to 69, and then that's it. We're down, right? And after that, we got a morning star again, and then we continue higher. And there's no bearish engulfing for Bitcoin on the monthly. Weekly seems a little bit messy, right? But even for the weekly for Bitcoin, we are still above, right? The March's 4th of March's opening. We have not closed under it yet. Could we? Yeah, sure, of course we could. But we're still above this, right? We're still above 63,000. I'm not saying we can't go any lower, but even if you were to go lower, I suspect there will be buying pressure to push the price higher, right? So overall, I still think that Bitcoin is bullish, and I still think that Bitcoin is going to head higher. I don't think it's going to be collapsing anytime soon, right? A good example would be to look at the move over here, way back in December, right? This was the open of the weekly. We never closed under it. We just kind of mucked around it, right? So I would expect the same thing over here. Anyway, going down to the daily, right? It looks very scary, right? Our targets are 76,000 and 83,000. We're gonna have to remove it. The reason being, we have already invalidated these lows. You see? Okay, wait. I should use this. We've already took up these lows. We've set these lows and we've set these lows. So have we? Yeah, we set these two lows, and that's it. We will consider this as invalidated. Sure, we are aware that there's potentially more upside, coming, but we're gonna consider this as invalidated for now, right? The chart pattern just really isn't that clear yet. We could still drop a little bit lower, sweep these lows, right? But to me, it's very important that we don't take out the opening of March, which is around 61,000. We have 15 days to do whatever we want, but we have to stay above 61,000. Right now, we're at 65,000. It wouldn't surprise me if we could just slowly crawl our way up, right? Something like this could happen as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes, right? And the halving is coming. So everything is still pointing bullish to me, right? Geopolitical wise, I feel that we're gonna get some stability. Technical wise, I still think that we're still above the skinny pink line on the daily. As long as we're above the skinny pink line, we remain with a bullish bias for Bitcoin. And as long as Bitcoin is not collapsing, altcoins are going to eventually rise as well, right? We might just see some Bitcoin strength first before the next round of rise from the altcoins. So yeah. Anyway, I still expect us to go towards close to 90,000. Right now we're at only 65,000, so that's still another 25,000 more to go towards 90,000. I'm not too sure if we're going to be breaking 100k. We have 3 targets, but we'll talk about target 1 first, which is 90k. So yeah, again, if we were to even consider a trade for Bitcoin, we will have to wait for something clearer first, right? For now, it is just not that obvious yet. So yeah, that's our take for Bitcoin. See, even on daily as well, you can see that this was a bearish engulfing. right? It closed under the open. That's it. We dropped. Do you see any reversal, bullish engulfing? No. So as I was saying, we could still drop lower. But even if you drop lower, I would expect us to reverse back up towards 61k. Above 61k. It's very important that we close above 61k for Bitcoin. So that's my take for Bitcoin. It's very, very important that we close above 61k. Because if we close under 61k on the monthly, it will become a bearish engulfing. And that's not good. So we don't want a bearish engulfing. We want it to just, range here. Just go sideways, do nothing but go sideways. You can drop, but hopefully it's a lightning recovery. So yeah, again, I still think there's more upside to come for Bitcoin. Moving on to be Ethereum, ETH against BTC. Here we are for ETH. Anything for Ethereum? Okay, Ethereum is still relatively weak to BTC, but we are aware of the big symmetrical triangle that is coming on for ETH BTC. Again, we're still under the skinny pink line, so we're gonna remain with our bearish bias for ETH BTC and still expect potentially more downside. How much more downside? Okay, let me just, again, pure guessing. We don't have any high quality bearish reversal chart patterns. So could we drop to 0.618, which is around 0.03? Of course. But this would be quite a long way down though. Another 36%. Do I have a target for 36%? No, this is just a possibility. So for ETH BTC, we still see weakness. And ETH BTC has already swept this low and this low. Right. So if anything, we'll have to rebuild another bearish continuation chart pattern to sweep these lows before continuing higher. Right. So again, for ETH BTC, still not really that good. ETH against USDT. But of course, eventually we will expect Ethereum to do really well. ETH against USDT, we're still above the skinny pink line. So of course, we're still remaining with our bullish bias. But Ethereum is weak. Let me tell you why. The moment you go to the monthly, right, what do you see? A bearish engulfing. And we have 15 more days to go. Bitcoin doesn't have this, but Ethereum has it. So there is weakness on Ethereum. You see this? The last time we got a bearish engulfing was here. And it signified the end of the bullish trend for Ethereum. And then palm, we collapsed. So if we get a bearish engulfing, there is a high possibility that we could be collapsing for Ethereum. So it's very important. Where's the open? The open is at 3,340. It's very important that we go back up above 3,340 and do not close under the March's open on the monthly. Very important. So do we see any signs of strength yet? No. Could we still zip lower? Sure. But it's very important in 15 days. By the time 15 days is over, we have to go back up beyond 3,000. 3,004 will be preferable. 3,400 and above. And then we consolidate a little bit before continuing higher. Right. So yeah, that's my take for Ethereum. Ethereum is weak against BTC. BTC is so much stronger. But we're still above the skinny pink line and we hold out for the possibility that things remain bullish. But we are traders, so we have to be pragmatic and realistic about things. If the bearish sign comes in, then very likely Ethereum could be heading much lower. BNB, okay, it's BNB against BTC. Here we are for BNB. Okay, BNB is still solid. BNB is still strong. So we are in a very nice tight consolidation, which I feel is about to break towards the upside. We are already above the skinny pink line, so we switched to a bullish bias, and we would expect BNB to continue higher. Right, again, there's a noisy area over here, so I would expect us to go to potentially 0.011, somewhere around there. We're at 0.0086, so potentially another 29%, close to 30. More towards the upside for BNB BTC. BNB BTC is still solid, still strong. BNB against USDT, where we still solid, still strong. Again, if you look at the monthly, do we see any? No. It's so bullish. The open is here. We have so much room to go, right? And we could be forming a high quality, very high quality type of a right shoulder, right? But things are still looking very bullish to me. So if anything, I would still expect BNB to continue higher, right? And BNB, we've got a target over here. Two targets, in fact, at the 1,002 and 1,005. We are not done yet. We're only at $500. Even if we were to drop lower, right, we have so much room to go. Look at this. So much room. Right. If we were to drop, okay, let's say, for example, we drop. Where will we drop to? Again, around this area, around $400. This would be sweet. And we come back up. complete a right shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's it. Sayonara! We go to 4 digits for BNB. Right. This is, to be honest, also looking like a symmetrical. So we could actually blast off from here as well. Again, we're not entirely sure. Things are looking a little bit iffy at the moment. We still need permission from BTC first, and we need to see some bullish confirmation from BTC before making any moves for BNB. Right. Solana. Solana. Sol against BTC. Here we are. Sol on the daily. Okay, what I don't like about Sol is that there's already a higher high. Double bearish divergence. Not good, boys and girls. Not good. If you look at it on the monthly, okay, we're still good. We're still above the open of March. So we have not closed on the rate yet. Again, if you look at it over here, there was a dip, small little dip that came in January. This was December. January came, small little dip. February, small little dip. Bam! March, we're up. April, small, okay, not exactly small, but there's a dip that came, and it feels to me like we're about to close above the open. Only Ethereum of the top 5 coins that we've gone through, right, is bearish. Solana BTC is not. Sol against USDT. Even on the daily, right, if you look at this, Sol BTC, we close with something like a hammer. Not just a hammer, the next candlestick that came in was a bullish engulfing. More upside to be expected for Sol BTC. Right. Sol against USD. Okay, Sol USD is different. Sol USD is not bullish engulfing, so there's a possibility that we could be heading a little bit lower first. Could we sweep these lows? Yeah, sure, of course. Again, as long as we're above the skinny pink line, we remain with a bullish bias. But at the same time, if we get mountains, right, mountain range over here, then we'll be prepared for a bearish reversal because we're already very close to the highs over here. So if you were to ask me for Solana, I don't think it's a good time to be making entries. Right. Moving on to the bigger time frames. Yes, we're still above the monthly. Sure. But we're very close to the highs over here. Right. On the weekly, yeah, we close above the week of 11th of March. We closed above it. Could we close above it again this week? We've just started this week like 6 hours ago, right? There's still another 6 more days to go. 6-7 more days to go. So yeah, again, I preach caution though. Sol looks really overbought to me. So yeah, that's my thoughts for Sol. XRP is uber weak. If you look at XRP against BTC, it's collapsing. It's collapsing. And if you look at it from a bigger perspective, right, you can pull a support across, and you can call this a head and shoulders. This is scary, yo. This is scary. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Are we about to collapse? Oh my god. I don't know, bros. I don't know, broskis and siskis. This doesn't look good to me. Right, we were saying that potentially, right, there could be a bounce over here, right, because there's a noisy area. The bounce didn't come. The bounce didn't come. And even if it were to bounce, right, if it's a weak one, ladies and gentlemen, we could be preparing for a zip down. This could be the demise of XRP. So again, we're not entirely sure. We would love to see some signs of bullishness, right? We're still holding out for the possibility that this could turn into a symmetrical. We have yet to take out these lows. So there is a possibility that we could head up here, consolidate, and break towards the upside for XRP, right? Which means that XRP needs to win its lawsuit against SEC. That's XRP BTC for you. Against USD, XRP is weak. Again, on the daily, you will see it. We're already under the skinny pink line. We've zipped through the skinny pink line. So if anything, XRP is a short. Again, we've had targets before. We suspect that the XRP whales will sweep the lows over here, heading down towards 16 cents, potentially. Sub 17 cents. So yeah, this is a very slow crawl up. Very slow. XRP is not looking good to me. So yeah, but again, if we were to rally, I suspect that eventually we will still see a reversal back down for XRP. So yeah, we'll probably at least clear these lows, right, before heading any higher. But this is not good. If anything, I'll consider this as a rising channel. Rising channels usually break lower. If the preceding trend is bearish, the subsequent trend is expected to be bearish as well. So yeah, and you can see that there is selling pressure for XRP. So I would preach caution about going long for XRP. It still looks very bearish to me. We're under the skinny pink line, and we've already flipped bearish for XRP. Toncoin. Okay, Toncoin is one of the very few coins that is still bullish. If you look at Toncoin BTC on CoinEx, we're above the skipping line. Things are looking bright. The future is bright for Toncoin. Pavel is doing things right. But we're going close to the highs as well. So the end may not be too far away for Toncoin as well. How much higher do I think we could go? I think we'll sweep these highs over here. Right, so this will be an 1.4 maybe. Right now we are at 108, so maybe another 29%. That's a guess. 29%. And Toncoin is already at 20. How many billion? 24 billion market cap, yo. 24 billion. Do you expect to do a 10x? I don't think so. We're very, very close to the highs. Very close in my opinion. Ton against USD. Here we are for Toncoin. Let's look at it on Gate. Okay, so for Toncoin Gate, okay, it looks a bit weird. Not weird, but we still have an upside over here at 13.50. And we're still standing by our $13.50 target. We're severely overbought. There's huge volume already in. This means that some of the whales have already started taking profits. And you can see that the recovery is so beautiful. First, we got a bearish engulfing. Yes, it was a hammer, but still a bearish engulfing. We zip lower. After that, bullish engulfing. So, hey, yo, bro, there's buying pressure pushing the price higher for Toncoin. And you can see by just a glance, right? Only one coin is in the green. Double digit, not just green, but double digits in the green for the past 7 days. 28%. There's only one coin. The coin is called Pavel Durov's coin. Toncoin. So more upside to be expected for Toncoin. We're still expecting it to hit $13.50. Dogecoin. Let's look at Dogecoin against BTC. Here we are for Dogecoin. Okay, so Dogecoin is a bit disappointing in the sense that it has already hit the skinny pink line. That's not good. We prefer it to be above. Excuse me. So moving on to the weekly. Yeah, it's not looking good. Let's say we go to the monthly, right? Okay, monthly is still okay. We could still continue higher. Sure, consolidate a little bit. And then we continue higher. But on the daily, it doesn't look like there's anything for us. Nope. Doge BTC is a nope. Doge USDT. Okay, Doge USDT is different. We're still above the skinny pink line. So Doge USDT could still, we're still adamant that Doge USD will head towards its 30 cents target. Could we still drop a little bit lower? Maybe sweep the lows over here. Do a sweep and run. Pooh. Right. Sweep these two, run. Yeah, again, we're not entirely sure. I mean, of course, if you get a very high quality type of a right shoulder over here, this could be a head and shoulders. But again, there are a few signs that still points bullish. We're above the skinny pink line. One. Monthly is still good. Weekly, yeah, it's a bit questionable on the weekly. Daily, yeah, the skinny pink line is still up. So, it could surprise us. The doogies could surprise us. Consolidate and then continue higher, right? Just go sideways for a little bit. Would be great as well. So we're going to have to wait and see. We need more information first before doing anything. But we're adamant that we should be hitting 30 cents based on what we see at the moment. Again, if we drop any lower or if we start touching the skinny pink line, then we will switch our outlook for Dogecoin. But as of now, we're still expecting 30 cents to be hit. Alright, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have yet to see it, last week we did a comments run through. So go check it out if you haven't yet. See you. Have a great week. Ta-ta.